Restart the stream up again. Game 11 streamed 48 seconds ago. 53 seconds ago now. Right, so that's there. Is it going to come up? Yes, there we go. Awesome. Fucking hell. Got my other bastard houses with that bastard. Right, so we're just going to drop the links in. Okay, now it's live. Get it here, son. There we go. Post. Little post. Do the do. I'm certain that's added to my 20,000 tweets quite substantially, because of course, speaking as a man with over 20,000 sent tweets, I'm very prestigious now in the world of Twitter. No, my words carry weight these days, as you well fucking know. What do you mean, no, Johnson? What do you fucking mean? It's streaming. I can see it streaming now. It's streaming incredibly low quality. I do apologise for the low quality, for which I will publicly apologise for. Right, so you get an extra reroll here. Do apologise, you've missed the first touchdown as well. I don't know, the second touchdown, have we?
Are you joking?
Fucking hell, Paul! Why did you not use a reroll there, son? You got 4 of the bastards. Didn't let you?
No, it said sure hands and then he dropped it. He's got his own reroll and he fucking failed it.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Roll to 1, reroll, roll to 1. That is rough. Right, okay, well, that should be more than that.
Well, if the game's going to do that to you, it's going to be a fucking massacre. Just double down on my tweets here. Get that number going up. Get that bigger number. Gotta get the big numbers here. Right. So, all is well in the world of the dead undead. This is game 3. I believe, Jamie, you've had 2 draws so far?
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. It's looking good for a dead undead victory so far. I mean, what's the strategy coming into this game today? Obviously you're a touchdown up, so it's hard to say now what you would have said beforehand, but if you just try and imagine what you would have said going into this game before you scored the touchdown, that would be tremendous.
It was going to be kick some fucking humans.
Right.
And I kind of did that.
A little bit, didn't you? A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I can't say now that it's going pretty damn well, I think.
Yeah, you've come away with a very unexpected first goal, really, first touchdown really early on in this game. Paul, obviously you're coming back in, some very strong performances for the humans. Again, like I say, is there a particular strategy going into this? Is there a particular thing you're looking to avoid happening? I mean, obviously, again, you're a touchdown down, but you know anything can happen in this game, as we've well seen.
Avoid the werewolves.
Avoid the werewolves. I think that's a very key decision that you could be making to yourself. They have been one of the more deadly units in this game so far, in this tournament so far. Also one of the more hairy of beasts.
It's a real hair raiser.
Yeah, why not? Fuck it. You know, I'll let you say whatever you fucking want at this point in time. I just need the fucking echo. Oh Jesus, Deborah! Oh Lord, Deborah! She's gone back to Raymond now. Ray, I'm down, Ray. Oh shit, he's using his apothecary as well. That's a fucking bold move.
Broken ribs.
Deborah!
There's even one death.
Just done nothing. Yeah, he's rolled a death. Shit, son. Better just go with the injury. So I thought really early time to be using that injury. But what the fuck do I know? What the fuck do I know?
The other one was broken collarbone and lose 1 strength.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone for that.
Miss a game.
Rather missed the game. I'd have taken that going into this. So yeah, this one's going to be an odd stream for us. But we're not adverse to the odd streams where there's just one commentator. I'm going to give the 2 coaches carte blanche to say whatever they like. Also, we're going to be getting in some live questions from the people at home. See how they handle things.
Oh, he picked the ball up.
Oh shit, son! How'd you feel about that? Actually used his fucking safe hands to pick that ball up. Didn't even need the safe hands, in fact. Just that. Boom, got it. So we've got a question here from a user, Jamie. Why did you pick the necromantic in the first place, my friend?
Because it had werewolves.
Is that it? Is that the sole reason you picked it? Because they were big hairy dog people that you'd like?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, obviously your PSN name is I Love Wolves. I mean, I guess that's something that carries over into this game, but you really love wolves because you're with the wolves now.
Yes. They're cool.
They're cool. They're cool daddy-o, are they? They are leaders of the pack. Wabam.
Like cool whip.
A cool whip. Cool whip. That's a bit beyond your years, isn't it? Cool whip. Just a little bit,
It
innit?
is right on the money.
Right on the money. It's on point. It's on face. Interesting words. Paul, obviously you picked the humans. I mean, what particular aspect of the humans drew you to them? Is it their multi-usability? Just good all-rounders. Yeah, you think you concrete yourself in. And obviously the campaign heavily uses humans, so you've got good stead, good grounding there to build a good team.
Yeah. I left an ogre out on purpose just because they take up a lot of points and
well, it's a push to push. So you're protecting your ball carrier, that's the main thing. Yeah, so you were saying about your ogre leaving out there.
Yeah, they're good, but they're slow and they half the time they just sit around dribbling.
Yeah, so they do have
the
retardation genes in them. They do sort of sit there and they go full retard sometimes, and it's not quite what you want out of this. But it's as we've seen, sometimes the big guy can come off for you and do some really good things. I know Smush of the Rats has been doing some good work. Not some significant work certainly, but some good solid defensive work.
Showing up at least.
Showing up to work. He's not just cashing his paychecks. He's putting the work in. He's getting the time in the gym, working out, doing the rat things he's doing, gnawing on that block of wood that they left for him there. He's getting the job done. But obviously we get some bad situations. I know Charles is ogre-like dude. He's not been doing the best of work, and it's disappointing. Really, it's disappointing. Getting quite the stallage here on the left. Obviously trying to build a miniature cage there on the left, surrounding your main man, Greasy Reginald. Greasy Reginald, of course, very famous in these parts. He's done well to reach, I want to say level 2. I can see the 2 there. Yes, level 2. He's got that running ability behind him. He can make that going for it roll if he needs to. We'll see how that plays later in effect in the last stage of this game. Obviously going to be tough getting out of this. It's quite a defensive line being formed here by the dead undead. They've got currently got a touchdown in hand. Oh Jesus, Jack Narrow! Jack Narrow is down. No long-term effects, luckily, but goodness me, he took a fucking hit from the werewolf there. That was, of course, your big boy Mad Dog there once again. He's one of the more experienced men in this tournament, and Jesus Christ, did he show it there? Did he show it there? Something I've noticed about the Undead so far is the whites have not been showing up to their full potential here. I mean, they've been turning up to training. Argyle, the Dragon Slayer, of course, has done some good work, but it's not to the levels that what I was expecting from them. They're a quite expensive units, and to them not to show up to work like they're doing, put in the time, the effort, certainly the composure at times has been lacking from them. It's kind of worrying, and it would be interesting to see how we progress further into this tournament, how key players they're going to be going on into the latter stages of the game. So a lot of pressure now been put on the goblins. Is it goblins? Ghouls. Do apologise. Ghouls and goblins very similar to me, just slightly different colours of skin. You know, different yolks for different folks, as they say. But the humans are going to be looking for a way to get the ball upfield. Maybe they'll try and pass, perhaps. Maybe they'll try and make some space for Greasy Reginald there. Oh goodness, Loner has let him down there. He's stuck with the double knockdown there, unfortunately. Gerhard, sorry, do apologise, got Geralt to the brain there. Trying to take down Rockbreaker, failing and doing the task there, and unfortunately we are back once again with the Dead Undead in turn 6. It's been quite a dominant half for Dead Undead there. Oh goodness me. There's a double block here happening. Blitzy McBlitzface doing his job well, protecting that ball carrier. But unfortunately, it's just tried too hard there to protect him. He's taken the hit there from the zombie. And now there's a lot of pressure here on Greasy Reginald. Be interested to see how he comes out of it. Oh, he's taken the push there. And the frenzy's still happening. Oh, goodness me, and he's taking yet another push, surviving this onslaught from Mark and Lycus. Mark, of course, not yet picked up any SPP here, but he's looking to make an impact today. He's putting pressure directly. That's 3 dice, and he survived yet again. Greasy Reginald slipping away like the greasy little bastard that he is. Excellent dodging there. The Dead Undead now just looking to press the line back on the humans, push them further back, deeper into half, preventing any potential touchdowns from happening. They do of course have 3 rerolls still. Oh goodness me, Doof Biffington, 1 to the head there. Tried to play head chess with your big man there, and unfortunately coming off the worse for wear. And another big hit happening here on Bobby Larry. Just takes the dive back, and he's alright, luckily. He's come away from a challenge with Mode Ravager in relatively fine spirits. A lot of pressure now being applied to the 2 remaining guys on the right flank. Maxius Bastard has been pushed out onto the pitch, and he will crowd surf for a while, and he has the shit kicked out of him by 3 guys who look remarkably similar to each other. Maybe they're brothers. Brothers with similar receding hairlines, perhaps. Who knows? Maybe we'll never know. I don't fucking know. Could all be okay though in the end. Gunther, big hit there. Lost his hat on the ground now. And I believe that is the end of turn 6 for Dead Undead. A lot of pressure been applied. 1 player left standing, but importantly, it's the key man. It is, of course, Greasy Reginald slipping away there. Of course, he uses industrial grease taken from the schools of happy little children. And it's done him well today. How he's going to get out of this little predicament, though, is anybody's guess. He's got a lot of running to do, but if any man can do it, Greasy Reginald can. So, start of turn 6 now for the humans. Hammer's in possession still. Blitz play being enacted immediately upon getting up by Lobbit Larry. The dodge there, it could possibly play in the favour of Lobbit Larry. Of course it does. He'll be looking to make the best use of this this remaining run action that he's got here. So being very careful where he wants to position himself at the end of this. Coming to the last minute of possession here. Alright, so he's decided to stand his ground and going to stand a few more men up. Gunther, of course, is back in play. Oh, goodness me, I paused the action there. Do apologise there, sports fans. A lot of men being stood up. Greasy Reginald makes the dodge. Will he progress any further up the field? Maybe he's just looking for a bit of protection here from Lobbit Larry. He does. He holds his ground. We roll into turn 7 with a dead undead. And we got another fresh question here from the audience at home, asking you, Paul, what your favourite type of spoon is.
The classic wooden.
Classic wooden spoon, that's of course your favourite. Of course there are other spoons of choice. We're not telling you what type of spoon or indeed what brand of spoon. Say. Maybe go ceramic, who knows. I know a few people who of course favour the steel spoon, which is an unusual choice given its aversion to heat, but you know, to each his own, as they say. Jamie, do you have a favourite
popular bedtime spoon?
Bedtime spoon, of course, very popular. Almost encouraged in some circles to have a little bedtime spoon. As they say in Mary Poppins, a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine to go down. Jamie, do you have a favourite utensil?
The spoon.
You also favour the spoon. Any particular type of spoon? Any branding of a spoon?
A silver spoon.
A silver spoon, of course. In many ways that favours yourself, but also in terms of your team, you know, disfavours them. A lot of your team are adverse to the silverware. They're not keen on the silver, as they say. In many ways, it could be fatal to them, such as the werewolves.
They don't lose that.
Never mind, they just shrug it off. Just completely no said it. Silver spoon, fuck that. You know, just do our own thing. Anyway, back to the action at play here. In comes big fucking mad dog. And a dodge just happened from Greasy Reginald, slipping out. And he continues to slip away. This man is holding on to this ball like life depends on it, which is unusual, as he's covered himself in grease. I believe it's Ajax grease he's covered in. Ajax, for when you want to slip out of those challenges. Oh goodness me, so we're left with one activation left to go. He's on his way. It is of course Mud Ravager. And that'll be the end of turn 7 for the Dead Undead. Into turn 7 for the WARcester Hammers. So got a lot of men stood up, a lot of men in the face of Greasy Reginald. But there's a chance he could slip away. But to what end would he slip away? That's the key element here.
To a slippery death.
Could be a slippery death, could be a slippery life though. Oh goodness me. Down, 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 down he goes. I got the dragon. Stay. Oops, sorry. Oh goodness me! Drop kick to the fucking shins. Back of the shins. Tears his fucking ligaments apart. And it's back with the WARcester Hammers. WARcester Hammers, I don't think are able to make their way up to the pitch, but they might want to do some damage, particularly to those fast runners of the Dead Undead. Oh, Today's stream has been brought to you by me being completely off my tits on Red Leg. Red Leg. It's fucking good, don't you know? Oh, there's some bullying going on here. Wrathbreaker being bullied and pushed around by the humans. Gerhard Valdrick, looking to win a contract so far, has disappointed in this game. Oh, there's a big blitz play. He's made the dodge. Lobbit Larry, he's gone for a bit of a shove, just to let him know who's fucking boss round here. Wrathbreaker though escapes with his life. Greasy Reginald perhaps looking for the SPP here by making a throw directly. Oh, Greasy Reginald, he makes it! Incredible passing technique, avoids the interception. Gerhard Valdrick now in possession. Of course, they don't have quite enough time to make up the field, but the fact that pass was made at all will favour boldly upon this WARcester Hammer team. So, end of the first half, it's 1-0 to the Dead Undead. And the numbers game favouring the Dead Undead here, with 4 men down to the Hammers. We speak, of course, to the Hammers coach now, Paul. Paul, how do you rate the first half?
Not too good on my side.
No, it's been a bit unfavourable, hasn't it?
Try and make it back, but I'm a few men down, so...
It's a couple of men down, but we've seen more done with less, of course. Jamie, Dead Undead, first half, what do you make of it? What are the key elements you're taking away?
Taken away now that it went 3 down well. There was plenty of injuries, which was good. I made a surprise touchdown early on.
Yeah, it was you took the initiative early on. It was full respect to you on that one. You made it happen. You wanted to make plays happen. You made it happen. Full respect there.
Didn't know what I was doing, but it worked.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sometimes the boldest of plays come out of nowhere. So we rock into now the second half of this game. 1-0 to the Dead Undead. Opening setup. Who's kicking to who, might I ask?
I'm kicking to him.
Oh, excellent. A very bold move you made then early on. I do apologise once again for not catching the touchdown. We were experiencing some extreme technical difficulties early on in today, but we are of course back with you, trying to bring you as much of the action as it occurs right now. It felt like it was a very quick first half as well, that one. I'm not sure whether it was both teams rushing in the first half, or whether it was just a silent experience on both of these coaches, but it felt like it went very quick in the first half. So some opening rolls here. Larry passes. Oh, it's beautifully caught. Beautifully caught. The Hammers looking to make something happen here now. Reese Reginald back in possession with the key men for this Hammers team. He's going for it. Oh, and he stopped for it. Sticking behind Harry Ponypester. A nickname, of course, given to him for his penchant for pestering ponies, unsurprisingly. He was, of course, convicted in that very famous case of pestering Seabiscuit, the pony, of course named after the famous horse Seabiscuit. He was later then cleared of all charges, having discovered that the pony wanted that action, wanted a piece of that ass, as it was quoted. So Wrathbreaker here, using his dodge ability to get out of the way at this potential challenge. That's Gerhard Valdrick is playing up onto him. Not too many men left to activate for the Hammers. Gunther faces down the barrel of Giomida, the Horrible, and of course Harry, the Pony Pesterer, thinking about ponies, of course, because he has stopped advancing. Just looking to keep the ball carrier safe here, keep Greasy Reginald filled with the grease. Now we are into turn 9 with the Dead Undead. They're going to be wanting to look to pick apart this cage as quickly as possible and perhaps go for that second touchdown to secure a dominating lead. So now they're closing in, making themselves known, making themselves a big presence in this game, and that's a big hit early on there, getting right in close to Greasy Reginald. WARcester just looking to cause some suppression action, looking to lock down Gunther, and it works. It works absolutely well as Gunther gets stunned and taking a big headbutt from Herc for Duster there. Eyeball the Unstoppable walks for a bit, then stops. He of course wears his visor in reference to the 80s, his favourite period in time. I hear that he's a big Michael Jackson fan, and his favourite song is of course Thriller by Michael Jackson. Huge advancements being made upon the partial cage created by the Hammers here. Tom the Troublemaker unfortunately not making quite enough headroom to get towards the cage, or indeed towards the open man, Lobbit Larry, but there's a blitz play still left in action. Mad Dog running around using that huge werewolf speed, that 8 movement allowance, to try and create some kind of back defense here. Big hit now coming in from Mark and Lycus. Standing firm of course. Oh goodness me, there's a 70% catch chance. Will he go for it? No, he plays it safe, lets it drop. And of course that will be a turnover. Turn 10 to the Hammers. Hammers now with a few men down, both on the field and off it. Looking for a way to try and get that ball up the field, try and get themselves back in this game. Upstanding is Greasy Reginald. Also, it's Gerhard Vaundrick, the journeyman who's come into this game looking to secure himself a contract. Been unimpressive thus far, but there's everything to play for in the second half. There's a blitz play happening. There's a big hit early on. What's going to happen here? So he's made that big hit there. He's knocked down Argyle the Dragon Slayer. What is he going to plan next? Harry the Pony Pastor, the linesman that could, and he should, has picked up the ball. Now he's just got to try and manoeuvre his way around Mad Dog, which he does with relative ease. But he's out there all on his own. He's facing a minor disadvantage there with Mad Dog the Werewolf. Mad Dog, of course, the most experienced man in this tournament. He knows what it takes to try and take a man out here. Hammers here, weighing up the options, thinking what is the best way forward. And one of the best ways forward they're thinking is take out the zombie Brian. Of course, made the transition from being Nurgle to zombie in the first game in the tournament for the Nurgle's lot. Oh goodness me, that was a hell of a run from old Slippy Conan. Similarly to his cohort, Greasy Reginald, also uses Ajax Grease. Ajax Grease, the best a man can get. Turn 10 down. Dead Undead. Going to be looking to stand some of those men up and put pressure on the ball carrier here, Harry Pony Pesterer. Some plans being put in place here. A can feel a big blitz play coming along as a reroll happened. He's got the push. Pushing Gerhard Valdrick into deeper danger with Geomeda, the horrible, the flesh golem being right near. Oh, he's made the roll. Herc the Duster adding support to the pressure being placed upon Harry Pony Pesterer. More men being brought up from deep within the Hammer's half to support the ongoing assault that's going to happen now. Mud Ravager near Lobbit Larry. He will be joined by Ivan the Unjust. And in comes Mad Dog, looking to make that hit. It's a push! It's a push! Frenzy's happening! It's another push! That ball will go out of play. Your man will be stomped down there. The Pony Pester is down. And now the ball is fair game. It's anybody's ball now as it rolls out into the open field. That's another push again. These humans are sticking together, dodging those tackles. I wouldn't like to call this game right now, but seems that anybody's in it. Oh my goodness! Markin Lycus tried to go for it, tried to make that hit and failed on 2 die. Unlucky, mate. I mean, Jamie, how do you recover from a setback like that there? I mean, you had all your plays lined up there. It looked like it was going to come off for you, and unfortunately, the ball has run out into open play. Mark and Lycus, of course, let you down again. I mean, what is going through your mind at this current moment in time?
Things happen like this. It is to be anticipated. So I'm alright with the way that went. I managed to get everything off that I wanted to get off. So all in all, a good run.
Yeah, it's easy to accept you made little mistakes like that, or that things are just plain up happened when you've got this level of control currently happening. I mean, everybody in the Hammers is locked down currently. They are encased in conflicts here. It's going to be a difficult line to shift this team, but as we've seen previously with the Elf team, as we've seen previously with the Rats, anything can happen. Anything can happen in this tournament, and it could once again happen today. There is plenty of opportunity, plenty of plays that can be made to get that ball at the field and try and go for a win, let alone a draw. Oh, it's failed a dodge roll there. Fortunately, couldn't make the re-roll to make that happen. So we're back in possession with the Dead and Dead. Paul, talk us through what happened just then.
Oh, I made a risky move with 2 dodges, try and go for the ball and head up the field, but tripped on my own laces by the look of it.
Oh, goodness me. I mean, we always respect the bold plays here. It's what makes this game what it makes it, but sometimes they just don't come off for you. And we'll see how this plays out. Turn 11 for the Dead Undead. Coming into the final 10 turns of the game now. It's going to be a tight old one. Again, I'd hazard to call which way this is going to go. Obviously, things are weighed heavily in the favour of the Dead Undead. But this is not a game that follows logic or reason. It's a game that follows simple chance and luck. And sometimes that luck falls out of your favour. We've seen it happen before. We've seen balls go from one side of the pitch to the other. It's always hard to predict what's going to happen. Oh, goodness me, Gunther taking the hit for his team. That's a key play been made there. Sacrificing to put his body on the line to try and get his team back in this game. It's an incredible play there. How the Hammers respond here in turn 12. It's a complicated looking pitch up here. There's a few men on each side. Oh, goodness me. The block's been made. Excellent work by Blitzy McBlitzface there. Looking to try and free up some space. It's a tough old game, this one. Been hard hitting. but somehow the Hammers have managed to keep it down to 1. Rerolls happened. It's going to be a push. Oh goodness me, that's put a lot of pressure now on old Slippery Colin. Old Slippy Colin there, he's gonna have his work cut out for him. Oh, here we go, we got the blitz play happening. A big hit on Argova Dragon Slayer. Boosh! Superb jab there. Stunning the Dragon Slayer. And now he's got the blitz action in him. He's got the running, he's got the ability. How will he make best use? Moves up and tries to secure Mad Dog and Argyle Dragon Slayer to keep them out of this game, keep them away from that ball. Oh goodness me, trip up there, and that's a turnover. Turn 12, Dead Undead, 1-0 to them currently. They have got every single man on the field currently. Hammers are down by 6 men, and yet somehow they are restricting the score down to being 1-0. As much as you can credit the Dead Undead for getting that first early touchdown, for knocking all those men down, you've got to show respect to the Hammers here. For trying to keep the score at 1-0, keep themselves in the game. And unfortunately they've been let down once again by their goal, who's unfortunately unable to pick up the ball. Which of course brings the Hammers back into this. They're still looking for that first score. It could happen, it might not. They've got 2 re-rolls in their favour. Of course I am a big fan of the re-rolls. As anybody will tell you, it's been commented upon in the past in the commentary. Oh goodness me, that's a skull, and the loners failed him. Gerhardt is taking the hit, and he is knocked out. I do not feel his performance will warrant a contract at the end of this. He's been exceptionally poor. Exceptionally poor. He's not like the Elves Corsana, of course a free agent, who came into the Elves team and performed spectacularly well in both games he's played in. Really justifying his costs he was. So we're back now with the Dead Undead. Still 1-0. Herc for Duster surrounding the ball alongside Rockbreaker, the Ghoul, who unfortunately fumbled the ball on his previous go. But will he redeem himself this time? Time will only tell, as the Hammers look to try and endure the ongoing... Oh goodness me, that's vicious. Vicious there by Jumida. The horrible. We've got Mark and Lycus looking to make up for his earlier mistakes. Getting the push happening. Frenzy is occurring now. Blitzy McFlixface is stunned. Hammers are down now to 2 standing players. It's a mean old game, this mean old game. It's very nasty plays occurring. It's been a tough time for the humans here. Tough time for the Hammers. The Necromantics still not suffering a loss there to their numbers. The humans still sticking in there. Old Slippy Colin still pushing him back. This could be the thing. Oh goodness me. That's another player stunned. The Hammers now have 1 man standing in this game as they head into their turn 14. They only have 4 men on the pitch, 2 of which can make an active play here. It's been a brutal game for the humans. They've luckily not lost anybody to a serious injury here. I think they've been just looking to survive the game. We'll just go quickly now to the manager, Paul. Paul, how are you dealing with this lack of numbers here right now?
It's not doing too well, but
I mean, certainly there's worse scenarios that could have happened here.
yeah, it could be going better, but
I think you've just been very unlucky with some of the injury rolls that occurred here.
Haven't been very good to me.
No, you've not been shooting straight far on the old re-roll front, and given the fact you have 4 of them coming into this, I mean, it's a tough old game, really. It's something that relies heavily on luck. And I say, fair play to you to keep the score down at 1-0 here. One thing that has been playing in the Hammers' favour is their push rolls. They've been picking up those pushes left, right and centre. Been very key to keeping them in this game. Once again, Greasy Reginald achieving the push. Obviously there's still a blitz action in play here, but the fact that he survived not 1 but 2 challenges on a 3 dice roll just shows the strength of the will in this Hammers team. They are just never going to give up. They're just, even when the odds are stacked against them like this, they are still looking to stay in the fight. That's a true resilience of the humans right there. Dead Undead advancing menacingly upon the humans here, encasing the last remaining members of the human team. Just looking to do injuries now. And another dodge roll for Lobbit Larry. Can he make a second? He can! This is incredible. 4 men on the pitch, and they're all standing up. Spinner. Here we go. So, it's a pickup by Rockbreaker the Ghoul. He goes for the run. Will he go for the pass? No, plays it safe. Secures himself with the turn. 15 for the Hammers. Hammers might just be looking to try and survive the rest of this game now. Try and stand men up. Be interesting to see what play comes off for them here. Such a brutal game this has been. Just animosity from the Dead Undead, having been frustrated in the first 2 games, not secured a win despite their aggression in those 2 games. Now they're taking it out on this human team. It's perceived as a weaker team compared to the 2 they faced previously in this tournament. Oh, excellent running there. Excellent running. And he's let himself down from the going for it roll. The tripping up on his own 2 feet, forgetting which one is left and which one is right. Hitting himself squarely in the back of the head. And it's another human taken out of play. Turn 15 for Dead Undead. The Dead Undead now looking to punish, looking to bruise, looking to batter the Hammers down. Trying to whittle their numbers down even further if that was possible. Just look at that bench there. Just 2 injuries, 4 knockouts. 1 man sat on the bench. Oh goodness me, and that's another one to join the ranks of the bench. Really trying to snipe down this team. Just nasty work here. It's another push, and I believe that is down now to 1 man for the Hammers. Just 1 guy surrounded by 3 big guys. There is of course Ivan the Unjust, Ivor the Unstoppable, and of course Mad Dogs, our tour's most experienced player. And the wolves, as it were, are closing in. This is going to be a pain drain. I hope old Slippy Colin is braced. Oh no! Rob Breaker breaking away, deciding to not completely go for it. He isn't mad. 3 dice rolls. The hit is there. Frenzy occurs. He's knocked out. Old Slippy Colin stunned. Will now the Dead Undead use spirit numbers to create a foul, perhaps, in this situation? Like I said, there's 1 man left on the field. It wouldn't be out of character for them to try and create some kind of injury chance here, cause a permanent loss of members. Ivor and Sobble moving into position. Could something be about to occur here? Will the option be considered? The fouler's going for it. Big boot stomp. And he's sent off. Ivan the Unjust is leaving the field. Been caught out on that injury roll. Oh goodness me, a brutal turn 6 now for the Hammers. Oh goodness me. There is in fact 1 man left in the field. Lobbit Larry. Too far away to do any damage whatsoever. And in spite of his bravery to try and go for it, couldn't make it. He's fallen flat on his arse. And you have to give this game now to the Dead Undead. The only question now remains is, what is going to happen now? Would he go for the straight touchdown? Would he go for yet another injury? He's got plenty of options and plenty of bodies to do a lot of damage here. One can only guess the sick and twisted things that are going through the mind of this young coach as he lines his men up. What can only be assumed as being a monster hit on old Slippy Colin. What he's got to remember is, of course, if he tries to go for the injury and fails to avoid the ire of the referee, that is the end of the game. He will not have another chance to give Rockbreaker the 3 points of SPP. However, of course, oh goodness me, he's going for the big boot. Old Slippy Colin is stunned, and I believe he has gotten away with it. And there we go, the end of the game. 2-0 to the Dead Undead. Once again, sorry about not bringing you that touchdown beforehand. It's unfortunate that our technology did fail us on that one, but by and large, the game is as vast. It was quite even in terms of ball possession. A lot of the ball remained on the floor, which is this can happen. It often happens with 2 such physical teams, but. Yeah, tough old game. Any final thoughts from the both of you?
Those necromantic team are pretty lethal with the werewolves and the big guys they can get. It's pretty nasty.
It's pretty nasty indeed. Jamie, how did you rate the win there?
It was about time, but I know that Paul has played a lot of Blood Bowl, so it wasn't something of which I was particularly expecting this kind of result.
Right,
I was kind of 2 bricks winning in 20%.
Well, I think you both were, in fairness, and you put on a good game for us today. So thank you both for being here today. Thank you very much. Good night.